And it's a Marcy carry. And that's the key change, right? They put the Prophet to mid to deal with that Slado. The Marcy goes to the carry role. It should, in theory, just be a quick game. It should be high pace, Nigma looking for fights.
Let's make him slower and tankier with an ability.
I feel like over the course of the last few years, they've been trying to make these passives a little bit more interesting, and I guess
that's true.
Kind of fits.
Uh-oh, Amar.
Yep, he's in quite a bit of trouble. Tag team doing so much damage, a great block off with the ice shards as well.
I don't think Amar is in for a very good time when this goes down the stretch of the next 5 minutes.
Yeah. Omar in a bit of trouble. He's slowed to a crawl. We'll place the calling down, but end up dying anyway. 1 for 1 across the board from the last 3 minutes. Cinderin, very important.
They're on Amar again. This time not so good though.
Yeah, GH looks like he's gonna fall as Ghost trying to limp away, but Crit and Amar very healthy. They likely will be able to finish this off. Crit is tanking the tower, and they will indeed get the double kill for Amar.
That's the one I almost never took. I mean, that's a pretty old one by now.
No, it's not. It was in the last patch.
Well, the original one. Did the original Craggy Coat?
Oh yeah, Craggy Coat. Yeah, that's right. Oh, bottom lane. We got a lot of action as Ghost ends up falling. So many heroes.
Oh, Amar with
Falcons.
a completed TP.
Yeah, he's gonna regret that one. That is a double kill for Amar, and the tier 1 tower gonna take heavy damage. Although fortification comes down, and GH wants to fight potentially.
Okay, they need to stop bleeding down here. This is not okay.
Rush is there.
He's dead too.
Is gonna connect. Yeah, I think he might be dead. There's more TPs coming in though, as the Crush will finish him off. Malrito.
Okay, Sumail, get out.
By Sumail.
Statistics say you are in trouble.
Is successful. So a lot of wasted rotation from NGX.
Look at us now.
Yeah. Well,
he's not walking in water at all yet. Eventually it'll come as Amar. He's going to take the brunt of the damage here, but the Solar Guardian coming in. Heals him a decent amount, but GH coming doing a lot of damage. Amar evaporates as Ghost able to just get out of arm's length, although Malrine comes from the south, finishes him off, so it's a 1 for 1.
In theory, Marcy has this incredible power spike at level 6 where you're just one of the strongest heroes in the game through kill power alone, but if it gets delayed by just a couple of minutes, your power, oh no.
Sumail, he's gonna get some TP support via Noob, who has the Ravage, will expend it, only hits 1. Sumail is still gonna die in this, although the Crush misses. Amar eventually finishes him off. Noob and company gonna be snowballed up. Amar gets stuck inside of, okay, who's stuck inside these actually? Ends up being a 1 for 1 trade in that instance. Omar coming in with the calling, but Crit and Malrine continuing the pressure. Omar completely out of mana. They're going to focus on GH instead. Ghost finally comes in with a rebound, uses the Unleash Dispose as well, but Malrine with a crush and now attempting to run away. Eventually GH, oh, he does get the snowball off. It will connect. He'll die shortly after though. Malrine, man, is he actually going to live through this? Gets to the high ground. Inside the trees, they're not even going to bother coming up here. He just simply TPs out.
You want to be more kill hungry than they've been so far, and I don't think it's because they aren't. It's just Falcons are making the moves first.
Yeah,
so they are on the defense.
He's silenced. TP coming in though. Again, the silence will continue. Solar Guardian coming in. Ghost is mega dead, and now the question is, can NGX get away with anything else? Omar certainly going to follow suit. Starbreaker does partially connect, and Omar eventually brought down by Skeeter, and GH left to his own devices, 3 for nothing. It's a 4 to 14 scoreline, despite the score, or the net worth lead only being 2K now. So will be 2 blade mails for Falcons.
Seems like a flat out, we are completely cognizant of the fact that our heroes are only truly likely dying to Marcy.
Yeah.
So we're just getting the item that she can't hit.
Omar gonna get initiated on, although NGX are a bit ready for this. The Ravage comes out. Omar's already lost, but the punch into the air will cause Crit to take a little time off. So 1 for 1, and I think that's going to disengage completely.
They're just not flat out not ready, right? Like Ghost has a Battle Fury only. There's no BKB in the works. There's no Sanjin Yasha. He's working on a Manta currently to get rid of Corrosive Haze.
Oh wow!
I can't say I love that, but at the same time, what are you supposed to do, right?
Well, don't you just have to go BKB in this case? As we're going to see, Void was already used, so no way to cancel the TP. Yeah. But they do force the TP nonetheless, and the tier 1 tower will likely fall. And they're going to continue on to GH as the calling is placed from Omar, just sitting by that tier 2 tower ready to go. Solar Guardian coming in as well. That is the death of the Tusk to start things out. Sprout, a lot of blade mail damage coming out. Ghost going to get hit by the Starbreaker, but now Falcons on the run, trying to disengage for the time being. As Noob jumping in, gets the Ravage, hits 3. That's going to be the death of Crystal Maiden to start things out. Inside the Sprout is the Slardar. Now a big Starbreaker onto 2, absolutely deleting NGX members left and right. Double kill for Amar as Noob falls again. And Omar, the last remaining member of NGX. Are they just going to chase him down?
Oh,
Let's see, why not? That is a full team wipe for Falcons, and they still maintain the Aegis.
I mean, when I watch these fights, I'm imagining being Omar, and I'm imagining being Ghost in these fights. It's just like, it's just hopeless. They jump on you, and when you have any turn potential, they pop Blade Mail.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was theorizing in this B patch that a lot of the other very popular offlaners.
Oh, they get the Frostbite.
No way out of
It's going to be the
this.
death of the Tide Hunter. Even a freezing field being used for full effect here for Snake King. I mean, he's not going to be able to use that.
First one of the game, I think.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's not a great game for freezing field.
What was I going to say? Yeah, so I was theorizing. Oh, where's he going?
Oh,
he is.
It turned to night, so things have flopped around a bit. Sumail has a Mjolnir on himself. He is going to be surrounded here pretty shortly, although decent amount of damage being done. Ghost now on the run trying to pursue someone else. Sumail will end up falling. Ghost gets his TP canceled by the Void from Crit.
Yeah, I'm just confronting the
Ghost. Frostbite into the Solar Guardian. Literally couldn't cast anything.
Nope.
Omar pops his ult to try to retreat. Frostbite. And that's going to lead to the death of the Muerta as well.
Bonk.
Double kill for Skeeter.
Starbreaker is so... Starbreaker is so satisfying.
Get a TP in from Sumail. Noob going to use the Ravage just for this. Slardar Mallory has to die.
No.
He has to die here. Oh, dear.
Oh my god, that's not...
And now he's thinking about going back in, just puts a casual Corrosive Haze on his way out.
Feels real bad. Okay.
It's the tier 3 tower.
That would be pretty broken. Then it's a Slardar patch. If you're invulnerable in water, he would probably be...
Yeah.
He's probably still second to Dragon Knight on release of patch. He would probably be second best hero of this patch, but...
Yeah, because a lot of people don't know how to hit W when they have axes.
That's right.
Sumail caught out on the other side of the map. Skeeter will finish the job.
Oh, Malreen's in there.
They're going to jump Muerta. Oh,
God,
just
it's like...
decimated, man. Solar Guardian to come in as well. Just adding insult to injury for NGX. He does get off the Ravage, but where is the damage?
Ghost has to ult and run away.
Skeeter can't attack GH because of the Ghost Scepter, but the Crush will hold him in place. Starbreaker destroys everyone, and Amar is going to get the Rampage.
Oh, what do you know?
Might as well just cap it all off. Why not?
Rampage with the help of the Radiant Fountain.
Beautiful.
Bristleback Classic. Post lanes. I don't think any singular move was in their favor.
They got that D ward.
That's right. They forced a blink from CM.
I hope they have that highlighted, actually.
Yeah.
That's going to be a big highlight to watch for NGX here. The last stand for game number 1. As I don't see a reason for Falcons to retreat because they still have that Aegis. It's going to be used. And Malreen and Skeeter both popping the BKBs as Noob attempting to retreat now, but the jump in from Crit silencing everybody. Sumail will drop as well as the big fat juicy watermelon, and GG is called as Falcons will take game number 1 in quite convincing fashion, I do say, if I do say so myself.
Yep. Just solid stuff from them. Love everything from their draft to their play. Don't really have much to put a finger on here. Just yeah, solid work in game 1.
They thought they could beat a Timbersaw. They got destroyed by it, eliminated. But their perception in the moment was Timber is not a bad is a bad hero against their lineup. They lost. This could be another learning moment for them.
Cooked. I don't know if I'm hungry with this type of a draft, to be honest.
I mean, to be fair, I think OD classically is good against Ember and lane, right? You can, against melee heroes in general, you out-deny him.
Not so pretty for NGX, Cinderin. Now, the draft for Falcons is almost identical. Outside of the Ember Spirit. We might have to hold this thought as Amar, he's going to get banished right off the bat by Sumail. This could very well be first blood, and indeed it will be. It'll go to Ghost, who's playing the carry Nature's Prophet, so already...
Being a big nuisance with the Astral Imprisonment against Ember. As long as you catch him off a Flame Guard, you do good damage, and over time should whittle away at him. But
yeah, nice spear. Brambles will be avoided as Skeeter can take some extra damage from that Shadow Realm. We're going to turn things around onto Noob, gets the bash, his crit, and Snake King coming in from the south. They will be able to take out the Mars eventually. Although he pops the wand, staying alive, but the Frostbite will ensure that this is a successful kill in terms of the Falcon side.
You basically, when this hero reaches level 3-4, a lot of the time the position 4 gets a little bit of freedom to move. And
oh boy, Malrine getting ganked. GH is there with the snowball along with Ghost. There's the Sprout as well. Very nice kill for NGX, and
it has the same banes as it used to with
they
BKBs.
redid the Roshan thing, right?
You can Arcane Orb him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that works
As
like
Ghost and company getting gone on Snake King. He's going to be the first to fall. Ghost still really healthy, but the Crush is going to connect onto 2. There's the snowball onto the other side. It's going to go on top of Amar instead into the spear on that lone tree. Beautifully done from NGX. The Crush again onto 2 as here comes Mallory trying to finish the day, but Sumail coming in now. Gets off the beautiful ult. And somehow nobody from NGX has fallen. As Mallory now
doesn't
off
have
the
mana.
remnants. He's stuck inside the shards, though, and like you said, no mana to escape. So, very big fight for NGX, as they are certainly in the lead at this moment, although the net worth is still quite even.
This time around, when you have the kind of a start, you're almost 6 on profit. Well, he might have to wait a little bit longer to get said 6, as he is being dove, but no chains used from Malrine here onto Ghost. Gives him some time to run it off, maybe just entirely. Was one more remnant in a second.
Yeah,
he's cooked.
That's the Searing Chains will certainly cause his death. So first death of the game for Ghost. Yeah, very interesting. I mean, I would have put that in the same category to follow up our discussion from game number 1 as one of those one-and-done facets that you would never see the other one, but here we are seeing that. Here is Snake King caught inside the shards. Crit on the low ground, just going to leave his poor little CM alone. As there's the Hand of Midas now officially. Is Noob actually going to use the Arena right off the bat. Terrorize as well. We've talked about this combo time and time again, but they don't have the damage, or do they? As Sumail comes in now. Ends up helping take out Skeeter Malrine.
Not quite
Astral
enough
in prison.
here.
He does have his Remnant. Okay. Will be using it after the Sleight of Fist. A blood grenade used by Omar. Malrine to the other side of the trees will be met by Crit, and he will get away.
And the neutral creeps get to pick other abilities. Like, oh, there's a Chen. I don't like this team playing Chen. I'm going to have no abilities.
That still won't be patch 8.0, though, of course.
True.
Omar crushed. The Shadow Realm is there.
He's
On
cooked.
the Brambles, okay. Gonna use the Terrorize. The GH gets the punch as well. There's the Mars Arena. Noob coming in. Big Sanity Eclipse onto
cooked.
2. 2 dead for Falcons in the blink of an eye, and the rest.
And again, let's keep in mind, if Nigma managed to weather the storm here, they are playing with... Oh, are they going to get more
Spear.
here?
Do they have the stun lockdown? The Walrus punch into the Cursed Crown. Demolished Malrine.
Easy overkill. I think they could have killed him almost twice there with all the damage they had. Showing up in spades here. Talent anymore that Sprout leashes, so he doesn't have to worry about that exact one.
Yeah, that was an abomination. So I think we're all happy to see that. Sumail, Astral Imprisonment.
That got to stay in the game surprisingly long.
Bramble holds him in place. Terrorize to follow. Do they have the damage?
Yep.
They have the stun lock. They have the damage. They have everything as Malrine.
It's giving me OD Mirana vibes, where you're finding someone on a side lane, you banish them, and then you hit the Brambles into Terrorize, which effectively lasts as long as a max duration arrow.
Ghost being surrounded, but TPs are coming, but he still evaporates. Snake King gets credit for that one. It's a hit and run for Falcons.
Yep.
Perhaps they try to stay and pursue again. Although Sumail in the background does have Sanity's Eclipse. A nice double crush from Skeeter, but the Mars Arena comes out, holding Skeeter in place. Sanity's Eclipse into a spear. Down goes Skeeter, so a 1-for-1. Rebuke, not enough to do that much damage to the Ember Spears. Malrine, remnants away to the low ground. They lose Sumail in the midst of all of this, though. And Amar continuing his rampage, not literally, of course. The punch-up is there from GH. Amar will continue to poke a bit.
Got caught in an awkward spot there, Sumail with the pike.
No.
Oh,
the crush.
Yeah. Reserving
And
the
the
bash.
surround tactics coming. Skeeter does take a lot of damage, but it is the nature's prophet who shall fall.
Yeah, I don't know. There's been games where I'm like, okay, this has to be like close to 0, and then Dota Plus gives it 20. I'm like, there is no way.
Yep.
This is 20.
Okay, Noob is all alone here.
Oh, that's not a good arena.
And he's dead. Yeah, used the arena as well.
Yeah, it's one thing to use the arena to try to protect yourself, which I kind of like there, but he has to place it better than that so they can't run in. He placed it with them basically already inside, and
I forget what they changed it in the B patch.
Yeah, they lowered the number.
250 to start.
It was 250, which was insane, and it was absolutely.
Marine!
Oh, they found him!
Punched up. Terrorize is coming for him. Do they have damage between these two supports? Well, Ghost shows up, and now they certainly do.
Really nice execution. Ooh. No chance to BKB there. Perfect layering of spells. I don't know. I feel like when you hear stuns being layered, to me that's a negative thing because it sounds like they're on top of each other rather than.
No, that's stacking.
Yeah, I mean that's also a layer. A stack is a layer. Anyway.
Okay, well.
Shut up.
We're going to be seeing non-layered stun / pure damage being applied as they take out yet another core for Falcons. And with that,
he can probably count on either an arena or a snowball, and then maybe the Solar Crest of Willow. And then that might
just a bit of a steal though for Falcons.
Get the Roche.
Okay.
Don't forget the banner.
Aegis on Amar. And Sumail, I mean, he should know that they're here. He's going to get crushed, but GH with the counter Walrus Punch. Noob comes in to get a big Sandy's Eclipse coming. Sumail, okay, the arena's going to set him up. And that's going to be the death of the Aegis already as Malrine getting ripped through. Has the BKB activated, though. Will slide a fist into the Remnant away. Will live as a result. GH finally will die. And after all that, it's a 1-for-1 if you're not including the Aegis.
Yeah, very good fight for Nigma, though. He can count on something to protect him. And if Falcons get baited in to go on him, that can just be a nice counterplay.
Yep, Crit again getting caught off guard. Nice spear onto 2. Here's Amar. He's left his own device. Skeeter on the other side, though. Already found Crit, of course, as Skeeter jumps in with the... He's the one that's going to get punched up instead, actually. Pops the BKB, now continue to pursue GH, but the Snowball going to keep them alive for the time being. That is a lot of damage from the Wrath of Nature. And a big terrorize from Omar as Sumail just right-clicking to his heart's content. Hurricane Pikes away. 3 dead for Falcons.
It's like, the thing is, 400 might not sound like that much, but it's because it's a barrier. And the way barriers work with damage resistance is or mitigation is just crazy strong. Snoop gonna find trouble.
Noob. Yes, indeed. He's gonna pop the BKB, though, along with the Arena. Not able to do too much damage because of the mass BKBs from Falcons. They able to clean up Noob in the end, but Ghost comes in now. Curse Crown onto the Bristleback to hold him in place. Skeeter dies, so 1-for-1 to start things out. As another fight onto the other side is Sumail on the cliff, and Malrine out of everything.
King of the hill,
just
baby.
Dead. And now he's going to be stuck on the cliff a little bit longer. Curse Crown ends up hitting 2 here, as Amar going to get punched in the air. Bramble's being very annoying to traverse through, and Crit trying to go on top of the OD. We talked about that Crippling Fear being so good, but he just does not have the utility to work against him right now. Amar does find 1 residual kill, although now he is the one being pursued. Galeguard activated. Curse Crown will proc. And it's a triple kill for Sumail as they kill Snake King on the back line.
That's a miss on the Brambles. That sucks for Omar because, I mean, he had the setup there, right? He got the Cursed Crown off. Those Brambles, you just have to hit those. Like, you look at the percentage damage compared to other 25s, I think this one's maybe in the lower end of overall power level, but it's a meaningful upgrade, of course.
Better than nothing.
Yep.
Defense is mounted. Mars Arena placed. Astral in a defensive measure right now. As Amar and company have their BKBs activate. Terrorize is coming. It does go off, connecting onto 2 as the BKBs finally wear off. Malrine. Okay.
This time Sumail's in trouble.
Again, yeah, Sumail might be left to his own devices. He's going to be surrounded as Crit and company trying to do as much damage as they can. They finally would get through the King. No cliff for him this time. So 2 cores dead for NGX as Noob will likely be the 3rd. Falcons able to mount a defense.
Yeah, not
very
just
successfully.
That. This is a major comeback. This is about half the lead down the drain for Nigma pushing there without Aegis.
GH.
He's not getting out of this one.
Yeah, that's going to be 4 dead for NGX as they try to go high ground and are punished severely.
I think Pyrrhic Cloak, when it came out, is like mainly, okay, you're going to get that on Legion and Axe, right? Because you're going to force people to hit you.
Crit. It's going to pop his ult. Nice blink away for the time being as Noob trying to re-aggress a bit here. Pops the BKB, has the Mars Arena available as the Dark Willow's going to die before being able to get anything off. The buyback instantly, though. Skeeter punched into the air, destroyed. He buys back instantly. Now Noob gets off his arena, dies, buys back. Guess what? Another one coming out of Florida as well. As Ghost getting destroyed by Amar. GH jumps into melee range. Have to be careful. Nice defensive measure from Sumail, helping his teammate out. And they will be able to turn around onto the Bristleback eventually. Malrine Terrorize into the Curse Crown. The damage from Sumail is absurd. Gets off the Sanity's Eclipse, and now the buyback coming in. The Snowball has no idea what target he's going to be going to. Ultra kill for Sumail, but he's rooted up. Do they have the damage on Falcon's side? They're going to try to surround him. As Snaking is going to get 3-shot if he's not careful. Another crush coming out. Sumail all alone. Finally, the Agnum Scepter activates, so he's going to be alive for a little bit longer, but eventually they take out the Outhouse Destroyer, Cinderin. 4 dead for NGX. They don't have enough buybacks to work with, as Falcons have used many to stay in this game, to stay in this fight.
And I'm
really interested what the net worth discrepancy was with this fight overall. That is 8 buybacks.
Yeah, and 5 of them on Falcon, so they burned everything. But it will give them a Roche, and that one is big. See who it put. Who did they put this on? They do put it on Amar.
Aegis up in 10 seconds.
Kamikaze style. Well, okay, that was not the way to use the BKB, unfortunately for him. That was not very offensive.
Yep, Searing Chains from Mallory.
And Skeeter crushes the ground.
Okay, a lot of misspells here as Crit's going to BKB and go into the brunt of things, but he's taking so much damage from Sumail. On the other side of the map with that Hurricane Pike is destroying him. Mars Arena final pace, but already 2 dead for NGX, and just like that, it's a 4v3. They do get crit eventually as Malrine, though, cleaning things up with the help of Amar. 4 dead. So top lane is theirs.
Yeah, looking
to the mid lane
toward
they go. There's no tier 2s. Oh, GH with a big kick back as Skeeter's going to pop cheese. Sanity's Eclipse and is destroyed. My goodness, the damage from Sumail is out of this world. Even onto the Brisbane. Look how squishy Amar looks. It's insane.
Does Amar not see the Treant?
Okay, the Spirit to start things out. The Crush is not going to hit. The Walrus Punch as well, but the Mars Arena finally comes out after all this. And the mass BKB Exodus. Tusk is going to be the first to fall in line. He's actually going to stay alive just as Slardar buys back instantly. And Sumail getting rooted up. Finally gets up the Sanity's Eclipse, and the Essence Flux gives no fucks here. He's going to Astral himself again, but he is completely surrounded. His teammate is trying to buy back into this game. A rebuke from the sideline. That's going to be enough to at least get 1. Another Hurricane Pike is Crit desperately trying to come into melee range of Sumail. He's going to die, but has buyback available if he really wants to use it.
Honestly, I would love a replay of that so you can see Sumail doing nothing for 15 seconds.
He was kited hard.
Full Crippling Fear into Frostbite into second Crippling Fear. That was flat out textbook stuff from Crit and Snaking their supports, just locking down that hero. And Sumail, after that, he changed his mind. That's the BKB.
Oh, they want to go for this Roche desperately. They finally get it in the end. Double kill for Amar, though. That is just absurd. Where did that damage come from? Oh, they go straight throne here.
Yeah,
surely.
they push
Sumail.
real fast.
It's just him and Omar together in a 2 versus 5 to go against the Aegis and the Cheese. Skeeter is forced to use his BKB, but Malorine Searing Chainsing into the fountain as the rest of his team hits the buildings. And this is looking like the beginning of the end of this best of 3 for NGX. Sumail finally pops that BKB. It took him the entirety of the game to purchase it, and it's not going to be of much consequence, unfortunately, for NGX fans here as the GGs come out, and Falcons take this 2-0. Very entertaining series, though.
Yeah, that was a great second game, and I think for all intents and purposes, this looked like a game 3 for a very long time.
They were outplayed in kind of like the wider map, right? Like Falcons, they were able to take away some of the key Roshans. They had the first Tormentor, instantly took the second one, so they were creating economy that way. Then they were also just farming the jungle more effectively. Amar